You're watching Dean of Machines.
Of course, the Daihatsu's dead, so we need to save it. All right. We got anything? We got lights. Oh yeah, it's not a happy camper. Well, got the old portable battery charger out with us today. Trying to get the old Daihatsu up and running. Been on charge about as long as it took me to put the tarp on the Commando. Were you gonna give us any love? Pump it! Alright, here we go. Something's not right. Always make sure your ignition switches got the juicy juice. Oh yeah. Oh. Hopefully we're not leaking gas. Alright, that seems close enough. Getting a little windy. Might start raining here shortly. Pump it! Okay. Oh. In the choke. Alright, just gotta give her the old. Alright, she's running. Gotta love it. Old Daihatsu. Alright. We got stuff to do. Can't complain about our situation. Just fix it, right? Come on, girl. Make sure I don't lose the motor out the back. Look at him. Oh, it's a little tight through here. It's okay. Trees move when you hit them. Yes, that is a seatbelt tied to it. Hashtag thanks junkyard. Yep, the fun continues. the engine harness goes all the way in back there. I think behind the oil cooler, yeah, or the oil filter housing. And then you can see it right in the middle there, right here. Yeah, you can't see crap, but you just gotta trust me. It's in there. That's gotta come out because I bought a junk motor and they just cut the harness. Thank you so much. So as it turns out, we don't have our Volkswagen tools, do we? Yep. The boss isn't pleased. Let's straighten that up a little bit. Well then, okay. We don't have our tools to do the timing belt, which unfortunately means I'm at a standstill right now. Took me about an hour to strip enough off the front side of this motor to get the wiring harness off of the darn thing. But for now, I think that's it. Hopefully sometime tonight FedEx shows up with my timing belt kit. I guess I could pull the flywheel off. Dig out the solid mass kit. Yeah, alright. Maybe I'll do that later. Right now I'm going to go do some fishing, I think. Because that sounds like a good deal. Alright, bye. Well, so much for going fishing. Is a little baby creek trout. Seriously though, why would you do it? Why? I don't even know how to get the camera in close enough to show you that there is indeed a plug right in there. And I can barely get my finger to it to touch the damn thing. Why would you do that? I don't even, why? You don't like people? You don't love your life? After a lot of grunting and swearing, killing the live stream, of course, because I needed to say a few words. I do believe I have this together. If you have to do this in a car, I am sorry for you. I would never want to do this in the car, which is probably a pretty good reason for me to sell my TDI in the next 3 years before I have to do this again. Fortunately, or unfortunately, because mine had a motor failure, I can do it like this on the bed of a Daihatsu that I pulled out of a river. Yep. Alright, carrying on. I'm going to remove my crank stop. The only thing left to do is get on in here and crank her over. Yeah, of course we'll line it back up. Okay. If you couldn't tell, the timing belt fiasco has driven me to drinking. Anyway, so I have my Vallejo single mass flywheel kit here in front of me. Initially, when my motor let go, I thought it was the flywheel. Little research led me to believe that maybe it was the flywheel, so I ordered the flywheel. But here we are. Oil sparkles and all that. So we're going to do this now so we don't have this problem in the future. So as it turns out, Volkswagen did not use a carrier bearing for their manual transmissions. Go figure. Okay, bread trick. This is the carrier bearing bread trick. It's weird bread paste. At think this is where we just spritz a little bit of PB Blaster in the hole and then call it a day. Soak that up with some bread. Nice. Well, the bread trick did not work for me, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this puller that I had in my toolbox for I don't know how long. Yeah, just that easy. Little application with a hammer, and the clutch is on. Unfortunately, I have to travel for work, so this will probably have to wait till next weekend. I guess we can start off by saying the words that no man wants to hear. Yes, you do have to take the whole entire engine harness off of the motor before the motor can come out of the car. There is no plug. So I think that's about it for me today. As you can see, we are quite a ways into this here Volkswagen. I wish I didn't have to tear the whole front off the car to easily get the harness off the front side of the motor. But it'll make it really easy to pull it when I'm ready to do that. Yeah, if you're watching this video in hopes that I might teach you and how to do this, good luck. It's not meant to be an informative video, more of a documentary of my misfortune, I suppose. But I do recommend taking the front off the car. The wiring harness goes straight from the engine, and there is no plug from here to here until you get inside onto the firewall. So if you want to tear the dash out to take that plug off, then have at it. But for me, to save the trouble of breaking all the plastic bits that come off of this thing, I decided that I would pull the front off. It's unfortunate. I'd rather be doing other things like working on the Commando or the Turbo Wagon. But if you are a subscriber and you subscribe because of either one of those projects, I appreciate you hanging around and supporting me through my misfortune. Yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. Have a good night.